You know, it's interesting. I think a lot of companies just may not know who they are and where they're going. The question for us was, how do we manage this growth effectively? And how do we get our arms around it? And how do we make sure we have the right people doing the right things? Because we did have growth and we were having fun with it, but it was also becoming somewhat of a problem.
Rural Living provides residential services to people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. The basis of what we needed was organization and management. EOS has helped us define the roles of each individual so we don't have overlap in job descriptions, or so people know what their boundaries are, starting and stopping. And specifically right now, we are in the process of opening up a brand new crisis respite home where we have one person in charge and everybody else provides support when asked. And that'll allow us to basically increase our employment from 90 individuals to over 105.
I own Bala Med Spa, Day Spa, and I also own Center Mind Body Fitness Studio. And in this place we also have Nopo Coffee Co. At a small business, it's really required that we all wear a ton of hats, and so being able to prioritize from one day to the next was really challenging. And so working with EOS gave us the tools to be able to really structure, who's going to wear what hat and when that becomes a priority.
Initially, we looked at the EOS and read the book, and we loved the methodology of it, and we thought, hey, we can do it ourselves. But as we started and got going, we realized it's really hard to facilitate yourself. You can't be facilitating as well as be part of the group. And so we finally said we should actually go out and start interviewing some implementers, and actually we interviewed 2 of them, and once we had that 90-minute meeting, we were like, man, there's so much more to gain than doing it on our own.
Having the Entrepreneur Fund help us implement the EOS system have been really helpful for our business. To really have an outsider that can help us look at those issues and solve those issues for good. And it's really helped us with the accountability as well.
It's hard, it's not easy. EOS is not a silver bullet solution. Your EOS implementer is going to push you, they're going to ask you the hard questions, and it's going to require you to think differently, act differently, and address some of the hard things in your business that you know are there.
Our implementer, she is really good at just pushing us and asking those right questions to get us to, have those right answers and find the solution, even though it seems like it's not going to be fun to do, but it helps us stay on that path that'll get us to our 1-year goal or 3-year goal or 10-year goal.
It just made so much sense. There was so much clarity to the programming, so much structure that after the first meeting with an EOS implementer, it was like the light bulb went off, and I knew that this was something we needed to implement at all of our businesses here.
The trainers from the Entrepreneur Fund that are working with us to implement EOS have been really good in that they pay close attention to what our individual needs are. Some of the other management programs that we have tried to utilize in the past have fallen short because they don't actually get into the nuances of our business.
I think one of our biggest strengths is we understand what entrepreneurs go through. We invest heavily in making those entrepreneurs succeed, especially those who commit to growth. And so when you go into EOS, you get a whole host of services and people at the Entrepreneur Fund that help you make that happen.
The EOS system has been clearly very helpful to our companies. There's just no doubt about it. And I have shared that with other companies. And the question that they may ask is, why? Why should we do this? We're doing okay. And again, it simply provided our company focus. It provided our company with a culture of transparency amongst all staff. And it has provided us with a clear vision.
EOS has allowed us the opportunity to clearly identify not only the roles, but then the levels of responsibility within the company, and has helped us define what our goals are. What we think our goals were and where our goals are today are 2 different areas. And so it's really helped us organize and sharpen our focus as to where we need to head.
So many times as owners, we just get bogged down with the day-to-day and we get frustrated. And this has been a tool to help us stay really present and really excited about what we have to offer.
If you're thinking about EOS, think hard about if you really want to grow. It may not be the time for you. But if you truly want to make those changes and you're looking for some tools and some guidance, take it on. If you dig in and you do the work, you'll see the results that are in it. So it's really about figuring out if it's the right time for you.